Hello, wonderful AP Biology students. Welcome to our very first module of AP Biology content. So this week we're going to be looking at water. Water is so critical to life that when astronomers go to think about life on other planets, when they go to look to see whether there's a possibility of life existing, the molecule that they look for is water. If water's there, they think life maybe could have existed, and if water isn't, then they rule it out, not possible. So what is it about water that makes it such an essential molecule for life? That's really what we're going to be answering in AP Biology this week. So I wanted to show you how to get to the slideshow. Probably you've downloaded it from Google Classroom, but I also want to show you the AP Biology website and how to do that. So we're starting there today. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. I'm in the AP Biology units in the Chemistry of Life. And when I scroll down, you'll get to this week 1, which is water and hydrogen bonding. And today we're looking at how does the structure of the water molecule create properties that make it the most critical molecule on Earth for living things. So why is it so essential? So I'm going to go ahead and click right into the properties of water slideshow, which will take you through all of the asynchronous work, the work that you're going to do at home this week. Okay. So first of all, again, the EQ, how does the structure of water, the water molecule, create the properties that make water the most critical molecule for living things? And what you'll notice is there'll be this video, the one that I'm creating right now will be embedded in here when you come to it the next time. You're going to have on every one of our modules a kind of almost like a table of contents, what you're going to be doing before your class meeting. So when you come to see me and meet with your peers to do some collaborative work, and then after your class meeting, what you'll do for that kind of assessment piece. So how are you going to demonstrate your knowledge? How are we going to celebrate really what you've learned by having you create something hopefully really unique and cool? So today we're going to start, or this week we're going to start with the Jamboard brainstorm. So before we start working on water, I really want to know not only what you know, but what you can find out about this molecule. Let's activate our learning. Let's think about what's out there so that you can get really excited and interested to see what water is. So we're going to be doing a Jamboard. When you get to this slide, you're just going to click on it. And when you click on it, it'll take you to the Jamboard itself. And when you look at a Jamboard, you'll notice that there are multiple pages, so I've divided them up by period. So just scroll through to find your period and then make sure you're posting on that, make it easier for me to grade. And when you get here, you're going to follow these instructions. You're going to come over to the sticky note on the side and you're going to click on it, and then that will create a sticky note for you. You're going to type in your thing, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to save that. You're also welcome to add an image if you want to instead, and I'll show you how to do that. So if you don't want to do the sticky note, you can add an image. And you can go ahead and search for an image or search for something or drop something from your drive, and then you can add that to Jamboard too. Just make sure that when you do that, you give it a name so that you can get some credit, some kudos for posting something really neat on the website. Okay, once you've done the Jamboard, then you're going to move on to take your notes. And you'll open the assignment in Google Classroom. You'll get a copy of the Focus Notes template that will look just like this, except without all the little numbers on it. And then you'll click on this to access our thing link. And the thing link is pretty neat. The thing link, when you click on each number, will tell you what to do. So for instance, if I'm looking at these sections of the notes, then if I click on this, it will give me the instructions for what I'm going to do in that section of notes. And then it also has links to the videos. So this one, for instance, is a video of me. I'm going to just pause it before I start talking, really talking about water molecules and giving you some information that you can take some notes on. So you can process your thinking and really think about how this works. Okay? And you'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to take your notes in this focus note template. So you'll do that in this section of the slideshow, in this activity number 2. Once you've done activity number 2, then you're going to read the text, and you're going to add notes using these sticky notes from your textbook. So add those connections for what you're doing, and you'll just write them on here, and then you'll just drag them up and put them in the appropriate spot. So things that you want to add from your textbook, you can go ahead and use these sticky notes in order to be able to do. So you have two choices. You can either go into the book itself, and if you click on this, it will take you into the actual OpenStax textbook that we're using, or, and this is my preference, you can go ahead and just click through the slides, and I've added the text on there. And a cool thing that is on those is if you would rather listen along, you can click on the speaker icon and it will read it to you. So this one, I'll read it. It takes about 1 minute and 30 seconds to get through it. So I'll read it to you and you can follow along in the text. And then you're going to want to, again, use that sticky note in your notes to just grab some information, make some connections, maybe think about why it's so important to life, or add some of those pieces that maybe you didn't understand quite so well in the videos when you were taking your notes. And you'll go ahead and go through that. So it's going to take you through high heat capacity, vaporization, solvent properties, cohesion. And then you'll get to this slide where it's going to tell you to take the reading quiz. And you'll click on the Google Forms to get to the reading quiz that you're going to take. It'll be in sections. So it'll ask you what your name is. It'll ask you to identify your period. You'll click next. Oh, actually, I'll put mine in there right now so that I have it. So I can show you how this works. Get one. Okay. And then you'll have some questions. So it'll ask you, for instance, what does it mean for water to be polar? And you'll read through and you'll choose it. If you get the answer correct, it will take you to the next question. If you get it wrong, though, it's going to take you back to some reading. It'll have you reread it, and then you'll come back to do the right answer. And the cool thing is you can't really finish the quiz without getting all of the first questions right, and that'll get you 70%, so that'll get you your low C. The very last question on the quiz, so just kind of a warning, just a heads up, is the one that gets you the last 30 points. And it's going to ask you to take all this information and put it together to answer something that's a little bit higher level. So spend a little bit more time on that last question than you do on the rest. Okay? Once you've done with that reading quiz, then you're done with the asynchronous work before. And then you're going to come to your class meeting and we're going to process all that work and think about all that work together. Once you leave class, then you're going to be into the activity, the project that we're going to do, that where you're going to demonstrate your knowledge, where you're going to get a chance to apply it to something really cool. And for this one, you're going to work as an OPB consultant, and you're going to create some website content for this really cool project of theirs, which is called the Wonderful Wacky Water Project. They're going to be putting together a whole bunch of different modes of learning for the general public to learn more about why water is so critical for life. You'll post it to the Padlet. You can, again, just click right here to access it. So when you do that, you'll get to your Padlet. You'll find the one that you chose, and you'll go ahead and add it in here. If I were to add right there, these 3 dots will let me do a lot of different things. So if I was doing, for instance, an audio recording, a podcast, I could choose voice. If I was doing a video, I could choose film and just record myself right here with my computer camera. If I'm going to write it, you're welcome to attach either a file from your computer, so from your Google Drive, or you can just type it right in, although that might be a little bit more complicated. So you're welcome to add things here in all of these different ways in order to be able to get your content uploaded. And then once you've uploaded that content, I'm going to just delete that one. Then as soon as we have a whole bunch of people posting, so probably waiting for until the end of the week, maybe at the weekend, then you're going to come and you're going to make comments on at least 3 peers' work, so that we can really look to see what's really great about what we've created. We'll celebrate again all the fabulous things that we've done. And then you're done. So that is the last piece. At that point, you did it. So you get to, I just noticed a mistake. I'll have to fix that. It'll say, now go get some water. I missed my W. So when you get to this page, so at that point, you're done with the AP Biology Module 1, and hopefully you've learned a lot about water. Okay, I hope you have a really good time working. I can't wait to see you on our class meeting. Until then.